Hello and welcome to another Minute with Matt. I'm Matt with New Life Church. We're continuing our series of short Bible studies covering the book of Matthew. Today we're starting chapter 20, beginning with verse 1. And we're going through, this will be a few parts. This is a parable that is a very long one. Through verse 7. For the kingdom of heaven, this is Jesus speaking, for the kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out early in the morning to hire laborers for his vineyard. Now when he had agreed with the laborers for a denarius a day, they say a day's wages, but a day's wages for someone on minimum wage versus a day's wages for a movie star are very different. So that really isn't helpful. I think they mean a laborer's day's wages, and a day was longer than 8 hours, usually 12. What I like to think of is roughly $100 today. And that's rough, that's not an exact amount. He sent them into his vineyard, and he went out about the third hour, and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said to them, you also go into the vineyard, and whatever's right, I'll give you. So they went. Again he went out about the 6th and 9th hour, and did likewise. And about the 11th hour he went out and found others standing idle, and said to them, why have you been standing here idle all day? Then he said to them, because no one hired us. And he said to them, you also go into the vineyard, and whatever's right you will receive. So is this a parable? It's really about the kingdom of heaven. It's about working for God's kingdom. You know, some people get saved very early in life, and they will work for the Lord, do things for God, witnessing, helping out in the church. There are so many ways to help in the kingdom of God, so many ways. That's why helper is actually one of the things listed as a ministry. So many different things. Some people are called to preach, teach, pastor, evangelize. So many different things. Be elders, deacons. But we are not called to sit idly by, to just recline on a chair, to sit in a pew doing nothing for the kingdom of God. And so that's really, okay. So some people were saved early, and they served God a very long time. Then some not as long, some, the two things is how long you serve God. You serve God from the time you get saved is what you're supposed to do. You're not saved to warm a bench. And so it's first how long you're serving God, and then make sure you really are serving God. You're not supposed to be standing idle. If you're saved, you're not supposed to be standing idle. You're supposed to be trying to do something for the kingdom of God. Because that's how other people get saved. That's how other people get taught, discipled. It's because people are working. You were saved because somebody tried to share God's word with you. And if that person was not sharing God's word with you, you would be lost. So you are saved. If you're not saved, then please contact us. We'd love to tell you how to be saved. But as Christians, we need to be active, working for the kingdom of God. We'll continue this story, this parable, in the next lesson, and please like, share, and subscribe if this has been a blessing to you, and we'll see you next time.